creamer.
Well, you can't... No, I'm sorry, I don't buy
honestly,
that.
I have done high and low searching,
But they boxes like that, or
yeah,
they
they're
in that
boxes
box?
exactly like that.
Did you strap them to the back on there?
No,
because I've
they've been
taken
in
that
these
sand
boxes.
ladder off today. Were any of them on top of here? Because all of this has come off. All of that.
I didn't put it in there.
Bloody hell.
Are you
I'm 100% sure. Honestly, I've looked everywhere. Well, if we were sensible, we'd have... How many nights is it for? He reckons we need 3 more nights. And there's 3 sachets, so we'd be down to 1/3 of a sachet each.
Yeah.
And each sachet contains 6,000 calories.
Well, I was going to say, there's a lot of food value in them because they're for soldiers, so what if we share one?
Somebody will turn up. Let's just pretend this hasn't happened and eat the lot. It's always my philosophy.
The next morning, after another sober and sleepless night, it became obvious that the lack of drink was having a strange effect on one of my colleagues.
What are you doing?
I've had an idea. It's raining, yeah? We need windscreen wipers. We don't have one on there. So I've thought of how to build one. Got all this rubber. Yep, sandwich that, 2 pieces of wood, big piece of wood over the back of it, bit of string round it. We can operate it as a windscreen wiper.
What's all that racket?
Well, somebody's kidnapped Richard Hammond and replaced him with this Richard Hammond lookalike who got up early, had an idea by himself, and is executing it by himself, and it's a windscreen wiper. And you borrowed my book last night on the history of Mongolia.
It's very, very good as well. I've just got to the visit from those monks when they're first over there and first encounter Mongolian culture, which until then simply hadn't been known about. Anyway, I've got to get on with this. I've nearly done it. So...
The only slight problem I can see with the new dynamic Richard Hammond is that he might get his memory back. The sober Richard Hammond.
I see what you mean, yeah. Just get it straight. When did he drive? Day before yesterday?
Day before yesterday. And when he died last night.
Oh, yeah, OK. Yeah. So it's my turn, isn't it?
It's your turn, yeah.
Has he really made a windscreen wiper?
Yeah. And it sounds like it'll work.
We'll bring him along again.
We then set off, and exactly 17 seconds later, conversation reverted to the principal issue at hand.
Last night, I had a dream about a glass of wine.
You're dreaming about wine now.
I can tell you it was a Sancerre. It had that fantastic acidic hit at the beginning, and then a couple of seconds later, that sort of slight warm